Hello, everybody, and welcome to Beyond the Game Parent Series. I'm Candace Lodre, your favorite family life coach, as well as the Programs Operations Director at 4 Point Play. We are in week 11. Can you believe it? Week 11. We only have 2 more weeks left, so I am not so happy about that, but at the same time, this has been an amazing, wonderful journey that I've been taking with you all with the free ebook Beyond the Game, focusing on the emotional and mental issues of an athlete through positive affirmations. If you have not downloaded the book, please download the book. It is in the comment section right now. This is something that you can utilize over and over again, something that will be a blessing to your family. So make sure that you download it. Today we are going to be covering not 1, not 2, but 3 affirmations. So we're going to get right into it because we want to make sure that we cover everything as best as possible. So this week we are going to be focusing on emotional maturity. We have focused on the subtopic before. We want to make sure that our athletes are definitely emotionally equipped to be able to deal with the challenges that they are going to face and the obstacles and any issues that they are going to face when they are on and off the court. And we want to make sure that you as parents are prepared to be able to help our athletes make sure that they are equipped to do so. So as y'all can see, if y'all have been following my videos and episodes, child, I decided to get my hair done today, and I don't know why today I am on fire, but I feel like I just have literally the devil sitting on my shoulder right now. Like my whole entire upper area is on fire. So so excuse the fan, look, the homemade fan, but Miss Candace is hot. So I just need to cool off really quick because all this hair, child, it's a lot. It's a lot of hair. It's a lot of hair. So yes, and the reason why I said if you've been following me without the during the episodes previously is because you probably have noticed I've had my hair in a ponytail and a little curly bun or a little curly little bush in the back of my head, and that's because summertime, me and blowouts they just don't mix. They just don't mix, y'all. So today you may see our special guest, which is the Manila folder, as the fan. So I apologize in advance. Please don't click off and say this is too merch, this is too ghetto. I can't even take her seriously. I'm telling you, if you are a woman over the age of 30 and feel like you are going through menopause way too fast and literally you can sit still and sweat, we here. So back to business. We are going to be covering today affirmation 22, 30, and 31. So we again are going to be covering emotional maturity, and we're going to start with affirmation 22, and it reads: our athlete will learn how to communicate with others in a healthy and productive way. As a family, we will teach our athlete how to discuss their concerns from a loving place and resolve conflict in a healthy manner. As a family, we will stress the importance of having open lines of communication and being involved in each other's lives. So this affirmation speaks volumes because I feel like a lot of times within our family, sometimes we feel like we don't have a voice. Sometimes we feel like there are other people within the family that can overshadow who we are and what we're trying to say and what we're trying to do. Sometimes just due to however a person's day is within the family, it can affect how you communicate with that person or how you receive how they're communicating with you. So you definitely want to practice healthy, positive, and productive communication. One way of doing this is, as parents, our athletes are going to be going through things in what I call double time. And what double time means is that they are going through issues and challenges and conflicts on the court, or basically in sports, and then they are going through issues and problems and challenges outside of sports. And so you're going to have it double time. They are going to be experiencing these things on a different level than if your child doesn't participate in sports and so forth. So we want to make sure that our athletes have the ability to be able to have a safe and comfortable and an understanding place to be able to voice their opinions, their concerns, their issues, their challenges, and so forth. So as parents, we definitely have to make sure that we are coming into this situation with an open mind, which is very hard because our athletes and our kids, they are going through things that we have never experienced before. They are experiencing things at a faster rate. And so it can be overwhelming as a parent, because you don't know if this is appropriate or not as far as the things that they're experiencing. You're not quite sure how to approach, a situation that you're not aware of. So this is what we're here for. This is why we are doing these parent series and so forth, to help you guys know that you're not alone, for one, and for two, that there are solutions out there to be able to help you approach these type of situations. And so with that, with having open communication with your athlete and allowing them to have open communication with you, it all consumes of being non-judgmental. Most of the times our athletes just want us to be an ear, just want us to listen, just want us to be able to say nothing and allow them to be able to vent and express themselves in any way possible. I know that there are limitations with that. Some households allow their children to curse, some households do not. Some households only allow for certain subjects to be discussed. But when we really think about what open communication is, open communication doesn't have limits. Open communication is a way to basically be free and express yourself thoroughly. And so we want to try to create that type of environment for our athletes without boundaries. And again, it's about being non-judgmental, non-critical, not always having an answer or reply, asking questions when the time presents itself. And so it's good to ask your athlete, is this a venting moment, or is this a moment where you would like for me to give my input in? And sometimes they will tell you exactly what they want. Sometimes they'll say, you know what, this is just me telling you how I feel, and that's it. Or they will say, I would like to know what you think about this. And that will allow them to know that they have a voice. That would allow them to know that you actually care about what's going on with them. And it will make them confident in coming back to you for more conversations and venting and being able to express themselves in other ways. So, open communication. Let's make sure that we practice that with our athletes. So, moving forward into affirmation 30. Our athlete will learn to practice forgiveness and healing from issues that have caused conflict within themselves and others. As a family, we will teach our athlete not to stay in a place of pain, sorrow, revenge, guilt, or loneliness. We will encourage our athlete to seek healthy solutions to the problems and work together to grow and heal from the troubles that are plaguing him or her. And so within this affirmation, the thing that sticks out to me is definitely practicing forgiveness and healing. As adults, we struggle with this. So just imagine what our athletes are going through when they have faced a difficult situation that they're not ready to move forward from, or they're not sure even how to move forward from. One solution that I've given my clients in the past, and I've actually practiced myself, what you can do is, if your athlete has encountered a situation, whether it is with a coach that overlooked them as far as for a position on a team, if it was, them failing an assignment at school, or if it's something even deeper as far as like an absentee parent, or a family member that has done them wrong in some way, and they've been holding on to this, and you can tell that it is causing them issues with moving forward. What you would do is you would instruct your athlete to write a letter to that person or thing that has affected them in a way that they can't move forward. Tell them to express every single thing that is on their mind and within their heart about that person and situation. Don't hold anything back. Once they write this out, they're going to fold this letter up, and the next option is completely up to them as far as how they would like to pursue. They can either put it in an envelope and mail it to a random address, not a family member or anybody that they know, but just mail it out. They can, and they don't have to put their address, a return address on it. They can burn it, they can bury it, or they can rip it up. And what this technique does is allow them, for one, to vent and get their information out and put it on the table. Second, what it allows for them to do is to be able to physically see that all of these things are on this paper, and all of those feelings and emotions are out of their system and on this paper. And then, which the third thing is that they're able to, once they rip it up, mail it, or remove it from themselves, this can be a physical way of them seeing that this is no longer a part of me. And I am now moving forward, and I am no longer holding on to this issue, problem, or feelings towards this person. So it's a great activity to do or practice. While the feelings definitely won't automatically go away, it is a way to be able to start the process of moving forward. I definitely instruct you to try to attempt to do that with your athlete, and even with yourself. If you feel like there's some things that you've been holding on to, things that have been causing negative effects in other areas of your life because of that thing, practice that technique. Lastly, we're going to get to affirmation 31, which is, an athlete will be surrounded by a family that will embrace them with love, support, honesty, transparency, and peace. As a family, we will encounter our fears together and work towards a solution that will bring our family closer in unity and in power. So that is the very last affirmation of the book, which to me speaks volumes, because it has like what they call power words like unity, power, transparency, honesty, peace. Those words just are support, love. Those words should be literally embedded within your mind and within your spirit when it comes to your family, because that is what we want our families to consume with. We want them to be loved. We want them to be supported. We want to be honest and transparent. We want to be unified and literally operating in power, because power is a force. It is something that cannot be stopped. And so when you're thinking and meditating on those words, when it comes to your family, you have no way of not trying to do that in action. It's no way possible that you will not be able to try to enforce or do these things out loud. So this affirmation should be one that is literally ingrained in your mind. As I said previously, this is something that you should have your athlete meditate on day and night. It is something that as parents we should meditate on day and night, because it is the motivation to give us the little push that we need sometimes to be really active within making sure that our family is a moving force in this world. And so with that one, my suggestion will be definitely to meditate on those words: love, support, honesty, transparency, peace, unity, and power. And when you think of those things, do you feel that your family is moving in that direction? Do you feel that your athlete receives those words from your family, from you as a parent? And if you don't, what are you doing currently to make sure that they can feel loved, supported, can see that you are honest, that you're transparent, that they can see that you are trying to create peace, or that the family is unified and they're trying to be empowered. So we want to make sure that we are always reflecting on how can we be better? How can we do more? How can we grow? How can we evolve? Because once we become complacent and content with where we're at, that's when things stop happening. That's when change stops. That's when growth doesn't exist. So we want to make sure that our athletes know that it is important to keep those things in mind, as well as we want to be the examples of those things as well for them. So I hope that this episode and a content within this episode can be a blessing to your family. Please, again, follow us at www.4pointplay.org. We have so much information within our website that can be beneficial to your family. Like I've stated within our social media content, our parents matter. You guys matter. We know that behind every athlete, it is a parent that believes in them. And so we do not want to leave you out. We want you to stay empowered. We want you to stay supported. We want you to know that you're not alone. And so if you have any questions, concerns about any of the content that's been covered within the episode, any thoughts, any reflections that you've put within the book, please share with us. We have a Facebook group, which is called 4 Point Play Raising Athletes. We have a comment section on our website that you can leave your comments on or send it to us. And we would love to hear from you. So again, our website is www.4pointplay.org. That's the number 4, P as in Paul, T as in Thomas, play spelled out, PLAY.org. And we will see you next week.